This is up there. This is top two. Is the Nintendo conference for me. A lot of good stuff. As always, though, Nintendo never disappoints me.
Yeah, I always look forward to theirs because they always have true surprises.
Save the best for last. But we already kind of talked about Pokemon Sword and Shield. They showed off some more gameplay of that. A little bit of new Pokemon. They showed off the Dynamax battles, which was the giant Pokemon we talked about. I'm still super hyped for this Pokemon game. I can't wait. This is probably a day one for me. Hopefully for people who are deep into Pokemon out there, I really want them to get rid of freaking IVs.
Why?
Because I really like competitive Pokemon, like multiplayer battling, and I really would like to play more officially, like with the actual game, as opposed to just like a simulator or something. But they make it really time consuming to get a feasible team of Pokemon together because of these stupid IVs that you literally in past games have to breed hundreds of Pokemon, and hatch hundreds of eggs by just walking in circles to get Pokemon that are like can actually stand a chance against people who did the same thing.
You gotta have that dedication.
Pokemon comes down to the skill of the battle, not how well I can run in a circle. Like to hatch eggs.
A master.
This is so
garbage. My master.
And at the same time, you're like forcefully making these Pokemon lay like hundreds of eggs. How horrible! That is inhumane and that's horrible for the Pokemon. Get rid of this, Nintendo.
Yeah, it's always teetered on questionable what's going on with Pokemon training.
Yeah, man. But I'm breeding all of your Pokemon with the same Ditto. Like just exchange, just swinging this Ditto around your entire Pokemon box. Like,
just a hive. You just have a hive mind because they're all from the same Ditto.
So gross.
But
yeah.
What are your feelings on Animal Crossing New Horizons?
So I haven't played Animal Crossing in a while, actually. The last one I think I played, was it New Leaf on the DS?
Yeah. I was gonna say I didn't get into New Leaf as much as I was into the original. I didn't even play that as much as the original either. But I'm hyped because I think with Animal Crossing, the Switch is probably the perfect place that I would want to jump back in because I never super played my 3DS, even though it has really good games on it. But I'm kind of waiting to see more about what this premise entails that they have. Like you're on this vacation island and you got Tom Nook putting you in the debt again to basically build this island up into this vacation town. Because I was kind of weirded out because I did play the Animal Crossing mobile game and I'm like, I don't like this idea of like you're living out of a tent. Like I'm like, where's my house? Right. Where's
right. And it looks like you'll be able to build houses in this game. I'm not sure.
I would say I did see some houses in this game, but I didn't know if it was NPC houses.
Yeah, and it's like kind of similar to what you said earlier with the like game creation tools. I don't really mind that so much, but I've never really been drawn to games where you're building up a town or something like that, where you have to like build things for the NPCs.
But I mean, that's kind of what Animal Crossing always was, because when you first get to town, you always get indentured servitude because he's like, oh, here's your house, here's your bed, here's your bill,
500,000 berries, pay it off whenever.
Like, as soon as like you would work to pay it off, and then it was just like, okay, thanks for paying this off. Now that because you did that, we can build this.
Mm-hmm.
So that always kind of made sense.
So to me, original GameCube Animal Crossing was more of a home decorator / collection game. Whereas this, it's kind of, they're leaning into town building aspects, which I'm not sure exactly how that's going to play out, but I don't know if it's going to be too much to manage for me or not, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But I'm hopeful.
There'll probably be aspects of things that you can be passive with, because I'm like, yeah, for me it was always like, okay, I want to have enough, I'm growing fruit because I want to have enough money to buy the special clothing when the clothing lady comes to town,
right?
And I want to be able to buy all the furniture in the collection that I want that matches my house, right?
Yeah,
and
collection, then it was like, that's the big thing.
Yeah, and then it was also like the little secrets of like getting the like
Nintendo games.
Yeah, the full Nintendo ROMs that were in that you had to like be awake at certain times and like talk to the right people.
KK Slider songs.
Yeah, like going there on Friday, like going there on in real life Friday nights.
Yup.
So, like turning on Animal Crossing so you can go to the bar and listen to KK play a song just for you that he'll never play again.
And presumably they're gonna keep that real life time thing going.
Yeah, and that was
like the big Animal Crossing thing.
That was so precious in a world where YouTube didn't exist and you couldn't just pull up a video of KK playing the song. You had to wait to request it.
Right.
You had to hope that he played that song that night.
Yeah.
That's the only way you were gonna hear it.
Yeah, for real. But this got delayed, sadly, to March 20th, 2019. Wait,
take your time.
That should say 2020, not 2019.
But yeah, I always like their accuracy. Like the fossils were fun. The fish,
fossils were really fun.
The bug collection was fun.
Yeah, to be honest, part of it felt like if you're fishing and you get this crazy legendary fossil bass or something, it feels like a legendary drop in like a loot game to an extent.
Yeah,
like you get that same like hit, like, oh my god, I got this rare thing that's gonna.
And then it's like instead of taking the museum, you put it in your house, and you're like, the museum is never getting this.
You gotta frame the first one you catch.
Yeah,
always just have this nasty dead fish on your wall. Oh man, or no, he would put it in a jar.
No, yeah, they put it. The bugs they would put it in like a tank, and the fish they would put it in like a tank.
That's funny.
So I always loved it. And then so you just go hang out in your house and stare at your praying mantis you caught, and then you put on your little boombox in the corner.
Yup, with your KK Slider tracks.
And just bob your head.
Awesome. Yeah,
that was Animal Crossing.
Now I'm getting hyped for it.
See?
Now I'm getting hyped for it. I can't wait.
Go and wait 3 actual days to go get your fruit from your tree so you can sell it.
And I will say that is a good thing. So Animal Crossing is the type of game you can play while you're playing other games. So it's like, because you gotta wait actual days. Yeah,
but you did used to get punished for not checking in every.
Yeah, you would get the digger dude that would come up at your doorstep and be like,
oh no, that's different. I'm talking about like stuff would like rot and stuff if you didn't check on it. But the thing you're talking about was if you save scum.
Yeah,
because that's what I was gonna say. That's another thing I loved about Animal Crossing. My first foray into like, we know you like to save scum. Yeah. You can't do that in this game.
Can't do that. Wouldn't like weird stuff grow in your world or something like that?
Well, your character would have like no eyes. Like your character would turn into like Shy Guy face till the next time you saved.
That's and I can't.
And people would ask you like, "What's wrong with you? Did you mess with your game save?"
Right? Like, you good, bro? You probably shouldn't do that.
So yeah, I'm excited about this. I mean, I liked back when you had to plug in your old GBA, your SP to like go visit a different town to bring back a different fruit. I really hope they have like visiting other towns in this.
Thank you for saying that. That's the feature I forgot to mention. It looks like there will be same world co-op where you can just run around in your world or your friend's world and do stuff together.
Yeah, so cool. Maybe you can like bury fruit and leave weird gifts for each other.
Hit each other with shovels.
You plant flowers in the shapes of each other's names.
Yeah. Oh man. But let's see what we got next. So I am going to jump into the Smash news because
please do.
This is awesome. So first up, we got to reveal that nobody ever thought we would get in history. Freaking Banjo-Kazooie in Smash.
I heard about this.
Now, I did not play Banjo-Kazooie, but people are so hype about this that I'm also hype. And he looks like a dynamic character, so I'm always down for cool characters in Smash. And thank freaking Nintendo gods, they did not put freaking Eggman into this game. Because that was the rumored next DLC character, and nobody wants freaking Eggman. We don't need any more Sonic characters unless it's Shadow. But yeah, Banjo-Kazooie, he looks cool. He's like manhandling Kazooie, like slinging him around, smacking people with him, or with her, I should say, and stuff.
Nice.
Just looks really interesting. And then the other character reveal we got were the Dragon Quest characters, which a lot of people aren't hype about, but I actually am, because one, I love sword characters. Two, Dragon Quest has the DBZ style, so that's the closest thing we're ever getting to Goku in Smash, because we're not getting Goku in Smash. I promise you that.
Even if DBZ Kakarot gets released on Switch, we're not gonna get,
because Fighters was on Switch. That's when everybody thought it was gonna happen. But he specifically was like, I'm only putting things that are video game that were like started in a video game in Smash. Like, so it can't be like an anime property. Because I was like, how did we get?
But what about Android 21? She's not real.
Android 21?
Isn't that the one that
the pink John with the tail? Yeah. They're definitely they wouldn't put that. They wouldn't put that character in there. You'd have to put Goku. You can't put. I would be mad if they put another DBZ character that wasn't Goku.
Just put Kid Goku. Don't put any other any other character. Just Kid Goku.
Somebody.
But anyway, sorry.
But no, the Dragon Quest character looks cool because so I don't know if you've ever seen old Dragon Quest gameplay, but it's super JRPG, and when you're in combat, you can select, like similar to Final Fantasy, you can select like your attack, your magic, your skills, whatever.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've seen Chrono Crusade, which I think was made by the same people.
And they actually are incorporating this into this Smash character. So it looks like, I don't know how exactly this is gonna work, but it looks like one of his abilities is like when you're in combat doing your attacks or whatever, you'll be able to open up a like JRPG menu that has like magic spells in it, and you'll be able to like quickly select spells while you're playing, which is, I like when they do like cool twist on the characters like this, because with 70 something characters, let's be honest, a lot of the characters really do have very similar movesets. Like Joker, Ganon, and Captain Falcon all have the same like side aerial move, like literally the same, but they just come out at different speeds, do different damage, that type of thing. So it's really cool when their DLC characters introduce like completely new mechanics that no other character has seen yet. And they also included all of the different like Dragon Quest sword hero skins, so like his costumes are going to be actual different looking characters, which they don't do a lot either. The only other character that does that is Bowser Jr. You can switch to all the Koopa kids. So yeah, that's pretty cool about that. But yeah, look forward to, I want to say, let me see when he's coming out. So Banjo is Q3 2019, and I'm assuming Dragon Quest is next year. I don't have it right now. But yeah, that's all I have for that pretty much.
All right, I could mention the one thing I wanted to give a shout out to was Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. This is a game that is close to my heart. I used to play it a lot on the Wii because the sports mini games in this, for some reason, it was just more really fun than Wii Sports. Yeah, like the handling was just better. Like it just felt better, and then the types of moves and stuff that you do to compete was really fun. But I just wanted to say this one, it looks insane. Like the amount of just sheer money that it looks like that went into this is really exciting me. I don't remember every single sport they had before, but in this one I noticed they had skateboarding, track. Yeah, they had track before. I also knew boxing. They had surfing. And those are just some of the ones I saw in the demo, but it looks really pretty. And yeah, I just always had a lot of fun with these games, so I'm really looking forward to another iteration of it. Especially it takes place in Tokyo, so that's pretty cool. Any game I can play as Shadow, I'm down for it. Not enough of those. Yeah, it's just really fun to play, and the competitiveness is really fun.
Awesome. Next up, since this is right next to that on my list, I want to talk about Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. Because I wasn't exactly sure what to expect from this game. The first thing I noticed obviously was that the art style is way different. They're going more for the comic-y, just like cell shaded look. I going into this, I thought this game might be a little more Diablo-esque, but instead it's a little more. What can I compare it to? It's a little more of just like a beat 'em up as opposed to like a isometric RPG, which is kind of what I wanted. But I'm still interested. $60 is still looking a little steep for me for what I've seen of this. I don't know how long it's gonna be. I know they got some customization aspects to the heroes and like some progression in there too. But I'm gonna keep an eye on this one. I don't know if it's gonna be a day one or not, but I would like a co-op, like kind of mindless fun Marvel game. Especially one on Switch. That would be cool. Do you have any thoughts on this one?
I didn't play any of the other Ultimate Alliance, but just based on what you're saying, that to me that sounds about right. As far as the Diablo comparison.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't have a lot to add on this one.
Okay, cool. We can hop into your next game then if you want.
Do you want to talk about Breath of the Wild?
Yeah, let's talk about Breath of the Wild.
So I mean, first of all, just mentioning the fact that they're talking about a part 2 to a Zelda game. When has that ever happened? Has that ever happened?
Was Majora's Mask technically a direct sequel to Ocarina?
I don't think so.
I can't remember. I could have sworn it was.
I thought it was more of a spin-off.
Nah, I think it was one of the. I think it assumes one of the ending. It like assumes an ending from Ocarina of Time and then continues off of that. But I'll have to double check that. I can't quite remember.
Because I thought it was, because remember they always talk about Majora's Ocarina of Time is the beginning of the split in the two.
I don't even want to get into this Zelda timeline.
Well, that's one, like it's the sort of the split in the two like directions of the. Yeah. So I think Majora's Mask was the split of when Zelda returns to being a child. Or I'm sorry. I did it. I never make that mistake when Link returns to being a child
and doesn't go back to being an adult.
Right. Majora's Mask was the result of that.
Gotcha.
But yeah.
What do you think from the trailer? Seeing this, like, there's some stuff in there that looks, I think, cool. It looks darker than Breath of the Wild, like that really kind of creepy skull face dude with the demonic eyes that's like comes up. Do you think that's Ganon? Like,
so I don't know how much you want to know about what I know.
What do you know it from?
Well, I was gonna say I think that you'd be excited about this, number one, because it's got callbacks to Twilight Princess.
Yes.
And so I watched
before Zelda game.
Before I started the recording today, I watched a couple videos around this, and they play the music in the teaser. They play it in reverse. And they slow it down, and it sounds exactly like the music that's playing when Zant is like monologuing in Twilight Princess.
Interesting.
So they're speculating that thing that you see might either be Zant or be the entity known as Demise.
Okay, which was the minor spoilers for an old game, the Skyward Sword, the dude who eventually became Ganon.
Right. So there's just some theories forming there that this might be an entity older than Ganon. So I'm hype about that. I am a fan of Twilight Princess, but I'm also a huge fan of Zant.
Yes, I love Zant. His design is awesome.
Yeah, and I'm like, so I have creepy. Weird favorite villains in Zelda. So
same.
But we'll talk about that.
I have favorite versions of Ganon too.
Yeah, me too.
But the other thing in this trailer that I want to point out that a lot of other people are saying too is that because we see Zelda and Link in shot so much, people are thinking there might be co-op aspects to this or some sort of maybe co-op mode to this.
That'd be cool.
Which I think in Breath of the Wild could be really cool just because of how that world is set up and how those mechanics work. I think co-op could fit really well.
Yeah.
And people did. I'm sorry, I can't credit them because I didn't look up the name. I just thought of this on the spot. But people did a whole mod that allows you to play Ocarina of Time in full co-op, like where both people can be in the same world, and you can literally, like, you're not tethered to the same area or anything. You can go off and do whatever you want, and it's two people in the same world. Like, you can do quests and stuff, Zelda quests from the story and all that stuff.
Nice.
So I think that could really do well in this type of Zelda game. So
yeah, say as long as it's not like because wasn't there co-op in
Four Swords?
No, I'm thinking like Mario Galaxy, where like the co-op aspect of it was like one person was like collecting the coins or whatever.
That's Odyssey too. One person plays as the hat.
There you go.
yeah, Odyssey and
that
Galaxy.
Kind of like weird co-op.
I don't like that. I like when you both players get to be a player
to do
character.
Something substantial. Yeah,
and I also don't like when you're really like super tethered to each other, but that's a lot of co-op games, so that's just something you kind of got to deal with. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Interesting to see what that looks like. Same engine though, which is cool. But next up, I do want to talk about this Astral Chain game, because this looks like something you would like, and I wanted to get your opinion on it. Also, it's a platinum game, so it looks
what is it called?
It's called Astral Chain. Have you seen anything on this?
No, I have not.
All right, so I'll try my best to describe it. So it's a platinum game from Bayonetta, Devil May Cry, those dudes. It's that same type of action, but the twist on this is that and it's also got this cool cell shaded art style, but the twist on this is that so you fight with you're like this futuristic police officer, but you fight with this like almost enslaved like monster spirit that kind of like he's always tied to you with this chain. And the way the combat looked, it was like you're fighting these weird mutant monsters, like, and you throw out this spirit. He's like up on the monster doing melee attacks, and I don't know exactly how the controls work with this, if he auto attacks or if you're controlling him, but he's out there doing melee attacks. You're like this police officer with a gun. You're standing back a little bit, shooting the enemies while he tanks. And then they have these weird like chain mechanics you can do with the chain that tethers you and the dude you're fighting with. So it's like you kind of can like spread apart. You can like take your player character with the chain that's like physics based, wrap it around the monster to like lock them down so that you can do like special attacks or whatever.
This is like crazy like third person like Persona, if Persona like
was an action
had like
game.
Free battles. Yeah,
you should really look up this gameplay after this and let me know more what you think. But that looks interesting. I'm keeping my eye on this, and this is actually August 2019.
I'm looking at some of it now. I'm like, it's very hyper stylized.
Yeah.
It almost has like this. They almost look like Warframe type.
Yeah.
Suits.
This weird future aesthetic. But we know it's gonna have probably a crazy weird story that makes almost no sense, and with awesome action combat. So I'm keeping an eye on that. And then what else we got? Witcher 3 coming to Switch. Another place to play it. Very down.
Another place for me to not play it. To not have time to make for it.
Yeah. Although I don't think you should play it on Switch because it doesn't look.
But this is this the complete edition?
Yeah, with all the DLC.
Yeah, so it's like what were we talking here? Like 180 hours?
Oh, more than that. I feel like the normal game base game was 200 hours.
Whew.
And then the DLC was like 100 hours on its own. It was ridiculous. I don't know how they got that much content in there.
Oh my god! Because I'm like, you're talking about a level like a Pokemon, like playing a Pokemon game minus, like, but not like with all the training time, but you're not actually like grinding. You're just playing the game.
Exactly. But yeah, I'll let you take the next one.
Oh, I don't have any more.
Oh, okay. Let me see what else. Zelda Link's Awakening is another one that I'm getting day one.
Is it support or remake?
No, this is a full-on remake. Awesome, really awesome new art style. I'm guessing they're gonna put new mechanics in it, new areas. They got this like very light dungeon creator mode where you like collect these pieces of dungeons as you're adventuring, and you can like slot them together to make kind of endlessly generated levels.
Oh yeah, I remember cool. this weird art style of like it kind of looks like it's made out of clay.
Yeah, it's like almost I don't know if you remember that 3DS game, A Link Between Worlds. Like
yeah,
kind of like that, but way more leaning into the like cutesy vibe of it.
There's a lot more texture to
it.
Yeah.
But I actually never played Link's Awakening because I think it was an original Game Boy game.
Yeah, I didn't play
Game Boy Color, one of the two.
I didn't play any Zelda that was like 3D.
Oh wow, really?
Other than like, yeah, not of that era, because I played Minish Cap, of course, but
you didn't play Link to the Past?
No.
Oh my, that's my favorite Zelda game. What are you doing?
I didn't play any of those.
What are you doing? Oh man, that's crazy.
Playing Wind Waker for 7 years. Where were you?
We're gonna get to this in the Zelda episode. Don't worry. Oh yeah, you were on that Triforce puzzle quest for
I was sailing on them seas.
Yeah. But yeah, Link's Awakening, I'm hype. It'll be pretty much my first time actually playing it, which is good. Fire Emblem Three Houses, I'm an intermittent Fire Emblem fan. I've liked some of the games. I like Awakening on the 3DS. I like the not OG, but I like the GBA game, which was a port of the SNES game. I think that might have been the original, actually, was the SNES game. But yeah, Fire Emblem Tactical Combat. I think you would probably like this. I think I've been telling you to hop into Fire Emblem because you like what was that Switch game you just got with the grid?
Oh,
Battle Battalion.
No, into the breach.
Yeah, Fire Emblem.
Well, it's that, and then Banner Saga, and I'm playing Tiny Metal too.
Yeah, there you go.
And Wargroove.
Yeah. You would really like Fire Emblem. It has that permadeath of like you get attached to these characters. They have dialogue and stuff. You talk to them, and then they can just die in a battle, and you never see them again.
Yeah, because I did want to play Fire Emblem Warriors, but I felt like you really need to play a Fire Emblem game first to appreciate the Warriors version. Game.
Yeah. What else we got? Luigi's Mansion 3. I've never really played the Luigi's Mansion
game.
The
series that never dies.
Yeah, it's got fans, so I'm not mad at it.
Look, it was cool when it first came out. It was a cool concept.
Yeah.
And plus, anything that gives... Yeah, anything that gives Luigi some spotlight, I'm cool.
For sure.
Mario.
I just want to say I'm not buying this Daemon X Machina game after playing the demo. Very clunky mech combat. I say this is the one good thing about Anthem is after playing it, I can literally not play any other mech game that doesn't feel like the suits in Anthem. And that... I will say this about the Marvel Avengers game. If Iron Man does not feel like the freaking mechs from Anthem or the flying around in the suits in Anthem, then I can't play that. I can't play Iron Man.
Then you quit.
I quit. It's over.
Day one.
Over. Super Mario Maker 2, we already know about that. And then what else? Some remakes, some anniversary collections, Contra. For anybody.
I'm sorry to put all the heavy lifting on you, but I'm just like, I didn't feel the need. I'm like, if it's a port, like we already know about the game, so it's like
I'm just glossing over a bunch of these.
Yeah,
Resident Evil 5 and 6.
I saw that.
Switch
because I was like, I need to buy that for a third time.
Yeah, and I want to say, is that all?